Neil?
Waiting for Fred. We were on the bus. This was all of us were on the bus, right?
Bang.
And then we Bill goes, Mike doesn't have a plug. Hold on. We were all waiting on the bus, and as it was driving off, we just saw Fred walking to the stop. So we're like, bloody hell. So
like always, he's late. But also,
Bang.
it's kind of my fault because I don't tell him to go.
Yeah, you really should wake him up.
It's just, I lost that process, you know.
Did you try it to begin with at the start of the year?
Oh, yeah, but then he would be like, wait, and I have to do this. Oh, wait, I have to go to the bathroom. So we would end up an hour late.
Oh, crikey.
So I'm like, bruh, I'm just going to go.
No, fair.
As a guy who always turns up early. Not recently. Recently, I'm trying to turn up late.
Why?
Why?
Actively.
Because, let me tell you, I know you guys, and every time I'm on time on the function, nobody's there.
No one goes on time.
So I leave on the time. Like yesterday for the picnic, I left at 3 instead of trying to be there at 3.
Fair
mean,
enough.
to
It
be
was
fair-
just me, James, and Levy for so long.
Yeah. But that's the trouble with being on time is you're always before everyone else.
Yeah, okay. It wasn't not only on time. Sometimes I would be an hour.
Oh, an hour early.
Well, back in the day, it was really bad.
At that point.
Well, it's just because I just want to leave my house as quick as possible.
I mean, I get that. I get that. But an hour early is an hour early, you know.
Sometimes
what I mean?
it was 2.
I used to have such bad time management. Like I would, like if I had a train at like 1, I'd leave the house at like 12, and my train station is like 8 minutes away because I was so scared of missing it, and I would just sit there
it's
for
that
45
anxiety.
minutes.
No, I respect that, to be fair.
I was the kid, like during high school and stuff. I would show up when the school gates would open,
Yeah.
or right
Yeah.
before it.
I was
so
eager.
Well,
You could
that's
wait.
because
when you got early, you could hang out with your friends and stuff.
not
before
even my
class
friends
started.
would come in
Oh.
late.
What would you do for
Well,
us,
it's
Ella?
because my sister really wanted there to be early, right before the school gates would open. So I would just wait outside school listening to music, and then I would wait inside, not even listening to music, and then go to class, and then wished that
How
I
old
slept.
were you then? How old were you when?
This
you were doing
was like 15 to
What sort of
so-
music were you
17.
listening to at 15?
15. That's when I started getting into Tyler.
No,
Fair enough.
I
Bro
think.
was early.
No, 15 was maybe I was still on Gorillaz, but it was beginning of Tyler, end of Gorillaz, and I was starting to listen to more. Also Kanye West, more rap.
Oh, yeah. Go.
Some
more rap
worst
stuff.
singers or rappers.
Nah, I used to go.
No,
Oh, he
Kanye West
was.
is the goat.
He
Ye
was.
is. Ye
Yeah,
is.
yeah, is.
He
Yeah,
did
he's
make
giving head.
graduation.
He's giving head.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I quite liked Kanye, and then I found out, about
How
the
about his
music, and
Yeah, I
Okay,
can't.
don't say that on the podcast.
this is only waiting for Fred. We can say whatever we want. On
We can
That's
say
not
whatever
how
we
it
want.
works.
Come on, James, say your favorite slur.
Okay, that's crazy, James. Can't
There
you
you go.
just said that?
There you go.
And Vilgot's right here as well.
I take no offense.
Billy, well, how's your time management and favorite slurs?
Yeah.
I'm not answering that second one, but my time management's awful. I'm always late. Do you remember when I lived on campus?
Oh,
Yeah, but that's because you lived on campus. Living on campus and living in the city is two different.
Yeah, I know, but I was always late, even though I lived 10 minutes away from uni.
Oh, yeah.
you
Oh,
were late
yeah.
to uni, and you lived
In
at
uni.
uni.
Yeah, to be fair,
Yeah.
the people that lived in uni used to be the people that were late to
Yeah.
uni.
I just remember being like 20 minutes late every lecture.
Was it just like, because you also lived
Mhm.
on campus, was it like you would just wake up and you'd be like, oh, I'll get there in time, and then it hits that time and like, oh, I've not left the house
Yeah.
yet?
Yeah,
there's
I
less
think like
pressure.
at uni, because you can just wake up so like late. But then when you do wake up late and you're kind of pushing it a bit, like you still have that, like when you wake up, you want to stay in bed for 10 more minutes, you want to go on your phone. And then like, because you've kind of pushed it so late because you live so close, like it's actually not doing anything but making you later. Whereas like living off campus, like you wake up early enough to get all your stuff done as well as like have some phone time in bed. Whereas like when you're 10-minute walk away from the lecture, you just kind of
Well,
wake up at 8:50 and do do whatever you want.
Jeez
while you're
Louise.
living in Torton, you have to wake up early so you could get in the bus.
Yeah, you'd
Yeah.
have to go down to the other bus stops, wouldn't you?
That or I would just wake up at like 7:45 and get the bus at 8.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I didn't, it would be waterside people in Charlton Court would always get.
I'm
first.
also impressed that you would wake up at 7:45 and be on that
Yeah,
bus at 8.
15
That's
minutes.
That is
insane
that's a
turnaround.
speedy morning.
Yeah, just put on clothes on, brush your teeth,
Not even shower.
and take the bag. No,
Insane turnaround. to
no,
be
the
fair.
shower would come the night before.
Oh, I can't shower at night.
Me neither.
I've stopped that.
A shower is the
I
thing I,
used-
need to wake me up in the
I
morning.
used to be a night shower. Now I'm morning.
I can't like do anything without a shower.
I
just-
feel dirty if I don't have a
Yeah,
shower in the morning. You know what I
exactly.
mean?
I hate
Yeah.
it.
Are you a morning or a night shower?
I am very much a night person because my shower is so temperamental that it will either be scorching or it'll either be freezing. So I have to take baths in my house right now. So I have to I don't have the time to run a 20-minute bath and then get in the bath and then
Fair.
wash my hair, shave. Like I don't have the time to do that in the morning. So I have to do it the night before if I'm going somewhere.
It's been so long I took a bath.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I don't
I-
think
They
I've taken
are
one in like
so
10 years.
And
nice.
we live in Bath.
Yeah,
you're
I
a
know.
bit you're a bit too
Crazy.
tall for a bath, Billy.
I don't think I'd
you,
fit in one,
yeah, like that's why Maisie can't take them because she's just too tall for our bath. Whereas
Yeah.
like I am a perfect fit and I love them. It's so chill. Just lying down rather than having to stand up and like wash yourself is so like glorious.
Back
have,
in
like-
home and in Bath, I just don't have a bathtub.
Same.
Really.
Well, back at
You
home.
have a bathtub.
Yeah, well, I don't use it. But back home in Tokyo, my bathtub was too small for me. So I
too
didn't-
small
I
for
didn't-
you. How small was it? Was it a sink?
Like it's small. Well, Japanese people are small. Japanese people are small. I'm tall over there.
Crikey.
That's saying something.
Yeah, that is saying something. I'm not that tall of a person.
I'm only kidding.
But
Do you-
short kings.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
we rise.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But we don't physically, but we do mentally.
We do physically. We rise in a different way.
Hell yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
It's because I'm looking at you, Velgot.
Whoa.
Short
the
king.
helly?
Short king.
Short kings back, short kings up.
Yeah.
Can
back
we
shots.
do, can we do ASMR on these mics?
Try.
What Fred does in every episode.
Yeah, every
Every
episode.
episode you're just going.
Yeah, he does this, or he literally gulps in the mic. And
Gulp.
when editing,
Like that.
yeah, and when editing the episode, it's not pleasant because it's like I have to focus, and suddenly I hear a gulp, and I'm like, yo, like stop.
What about? Can I take this hoe off?
Yeah, you can take it off.
Like, do
Oh.
Oh. Fo, fo, fo.
Fuck.
You can take the.
I just
Burn.
realized I have to
that
edit
is
this.
satisfying.
You can take the thingy off or not. It's like whether or not you'd want your mic circumcised or not.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So there's no use for it.
Circumcised.
It's just the
Oh,
foreskin.
James, are you circumcised or not?
I tell you,
Incredible.
I am.
What was the point of
I
that?
know, that's the funny part.
Oh my god.
I should have said.
But
Go,
yeah,
go, edit this.
Tune
so
in
it
for-
should say it's
Tune in
you
for
are.
more Top Fellas for more facts like this.
James
did I ever tell you the story when my friend didn't know what foreskin was, and we asked him, "Do you know what foreskin?" When he showed his hand. He was like, "Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 skin."
What?
And he was 17
What was
when he
he
said that. He was 17.
He's 17, he fought foreskin with the palm of your
Okay, but
hand.
what was he counting on?
I don't know. He just said 1,
to
2,
give
3,
him
4
4.
skin.
Did he think fingers?
Like a line.
Because we have 5 fingers on each hand.
Like this guy, he was
Was he missing?
he
a
was getting
finger?
top marks in like every science base.
Not biology.
Even in biology, we get top marks. But he didn't know what foreskin was. He was like the biggest idiot, but also the biggest smartest guy ever. Then later on, one of my
Biggest
friends.
smart.
The biggest smart guy.
Then later on, my friend asked him, "Do you know what a blowjob is?" And he's like, "Yeah." He was an idiot.
Clearly.
Yeah. Damn, Fred is taking his time.
He is. I
Time-
mean,
back-
buses are every
Back to
half
time management. When's the time that like you've been late, but like so late that you
Like
felt really bad?
Claire's lecture. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
When she like shouted at me, not shouted at me, when she had a go at me in front of the whole class.
I
and
remember that. Claire would do that, though. She wasn't.
Just call me out,
Yeah.
even though I'm in university and not in.
Like when Fred
Secondary
turned up late
school.
and he was wearing his
Freddie.
shades. He
Sunglasses.
strut in there.
Yeah.
It's like, Freddie, what are you doing, Freddie? It was bizarre.
Freddie, what are you doing?
That class was
The
such
worst.
a fever dream.
The worst one. Well, that's why I'm not doing documentary.
Really?
I think
Yeah.
a lot of people aren't doing.
If it was
documentary
any
because
other
of it.
lecturer, I feel like I shouldn't be talking about this in the university, but hey ho.
We're.
If it was any other lecturer, I would have done it.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
How about you, James? When's the time you've been super late and you felt really bad?
When is the time I've been super late and felt very bad? Come back to me because it doesn't come to mind.
Well, I just had a story in mind. Once forgot a friend's birthday party was happening, and then that friend's mom called my dad, and he's like, "Did you know about this?" And I'm like, "Oh, I forgot." So we drove there, and I was late. And I'm like, "Yeah, sorry, I forgot." I was playing Splatoon that morning with another friend. But yeah, luckily I didn't. I went there. It was a fun time of bowling.
Hell yeah, I love bowling.
Who won? Did you win?
No.
Yeah, of course
no,
not. I'm
Well,
not
I don't know.
surprised.
When I was a kid, I was good
Righto,
at bowling, but
righto.
now I suck. Now I suck at bowling. I used to.
You
be
were never
really
good.
I was good when I was a kid.
Nah, I don't believe it.
I
He's
was.
washed. He's washed.
He's
I used to
My
get.
goat is washed.
Just like me at badminton, for real.
Yeah,
To be fair,
like James said, I might beat you next year.
I reckon by third year. How about you, Maddie? When was the last time you were horribly late to
Probably
someone?
not the last time, but a significant time was I made it to a birthday party when people were saying goodbye. But to be fair, I got in a car crash. So
What?
There
Alright,
wasn't
fair.
so much I could do.
Fair.
Well, it wasn't me driving, obviously. It was my mum when I was a kid, but
Still, I respect the fact
Um,
that you still turned up, you know.
I believe.
At that rate, I think it'd be a reasonable excuse to
Yeah.
turn around.
You literally
Yeah.
made a whiplash situation.
Well,
you got
she
into a car
actually-
crash and still went to the event.
Obviously, my mum had to like deal with it.
Mm.
So she called my neighbours, being like, please, can you come collect Maddie and bring her to this party? Like, I just don't want her with me right now. Like,
Fair.
when I'm dealing with like
car
police and,
crash.
and stuff. Like,
How big of a crash was that?
It wasn't too bad. It was more that the other person was a cyclist. So they were fine. They were fine, and it wasn't my mum's fault, and it wasn't necessarily the cyclist's fault. Like, it was just like an accident. But
Cyclist's fault.
Yeah, it's always the cycle.
he was fine, but
Your mum got like 10 points.
the
from hitting the
bumper
cycle.
the bumper was off our car. Like, the car was not drivable.
Oh, damn.
Like, it was a bit of a.
How
I don't. I don't
how big was
remember.
that cyclist?
That's what she said.
Well, I don't know what happened. Whether my mum spun,
I
like
like you looking up and saying what?
I was really like too young to remember. I don't even remember like jolting. Like, I was so young. I just remember like being really late to that party and not really understanding why. And then my mum like
Priorities.
showed me the picture like later on in life of like
What of the
crash
Ah.
or the car like looking
Or
a
the
bit.
cyclist on the road?
No, he was fine. No one got hurt. No one died. But
It's-
yeah, no, that was a bit emotional for me as a child because I
I
didn't
bet.
really understand the significance of what happened and why I was late, and so I was just really upset that I missed soft play.
Fair enough. Reasonable crash out, to be fair. Like that cyclist.
Yeah. Yikes.
Thank you.
I
Appreciate
did
that.
tell you guys that that one time I crashed into an old man while I was biking.
Yeah, in Tokyo.
Yeah, that was not fun.
Wasn't it in the subway or something?
Was the bike
No,
okay?
not somewhere. It was like, yeah, both bikes were okay, and that old man was okay.
Oh, I didn't ask about
Uh,
that.
Yeah. Well, he was nice about it. He didn't yell at me or anything.
What did he
He's-
say? He's
Oh,
like,
he's like, it's all right, and I'm like, oh, sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's a
Nice.
good story.
Top 10 stories.
Top
that
10
is
stories.
Top 10 stories.
Guys, number one.
What?
I don't know.
Number one what?
Number one, the Bible.
That is a good
That's
story,
A,
to
that's
be
a
fair.
good story.
They all say that's like the story.
Yeah, it has like.
What? What story? What?
The story.
They do say that's the story.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
mate, they all love it.
Yeah, but isn't that like just a bunch of stories into one?
Actually, that's a good point.
Yeah.
In the Bible, a collection.
It's a short story.
Yeah, true that. It is a.
So
it's
which
a
kind of
collection
short-
short
yeah.
stories?
What's your favorite episode of the Bible?
The Moses one's pretty good.
That was good. That was
Have you
good.
ever seen Prince of Egypt?
No.
What? That is that's
wait,
like that. Like,
wait,
you should have seen
wait.
that as film
Is that the
student.
animated one? Okay,
Yes.
then yes, I have. It was just a
Fire.
while ago.
Have you seen the cast?
The cast.
So very white for a film
Oh.
set in Egypt.
Oh.
In fact, I don't think there's a single non-white
That's-
person.
Let's
My
have a
favorite
look.
episode is, when I was born.
That's a good
No,
episode.
that's
It's
my
not-
least favorite episode. It
I
went
kind of went
downhill from there.
kind of fell off after that episode. It jumped the shark.
It was only good. The pilot was the only good part about that.
Do you remember Christian songs that you had to sing in primary school?
Yeah.
Right. So the other
My
day.
church
Yeah.
is big.
Our-
and it
our
keeps
He's
school
going
got the
bigger. That
whole
one.
world
Yeah.
In his hands. He's got. Yeah, that was.
The
banger.
other day, I was on the phone with Fred, right, and I'm kind of zoning out because it's actually 4 a.m.
He called you.
And
Of course he does.
and I'm talking to him, and he's talking about like a band here, and he was saying like, oh, like in year one, like there was this band, they kept singing this song, like it was getting on my nerves. I can't even remember the band, but like. And then he goes, "What did you do in year one?" And my brain was not thinking of uni, and so I went, "We sung a lot of Christian songs." And I was like, and he was like, "Christian song?" And I was like, "Yeah, you know, like count your blessings." And he's like, "Maddie, are you thinking of like actual year one?" And I was like, "You're not." And then like I kind of logged back into what he was saying, and I was like, "Oh, like you meant like at uni?" And he was like, "You idiot."
We never sang the Christian ones at primary school,
Yeah.
but we used to sing songs.
Well, did you go
Yeah,
to
we
a
did
Christian
call.
primary school?
Well, it was weird because we didn't sing Christian songs, but every Wednesday we get the guy from the local church down to act out stories from the Bible.
Oh my god.
Called Open the Book.
Oh, we didn't have any. We just sung Christian songs.
You didn't have Open the
Yeah,
Book?
we didn't
No,
have
Mate,
any.
that's,
Open the
that's
Book was-
way more extreme than singing Christian
Open the
songs.
Book
To
was
be fair,
fucking
we
goated.
We would go to church like once a month with the whole school.
Really?
We
Yeah.
do some choir singing in church, but not
Yeah.
once a month.
The only school trip to a church we had was when we had a school trip to a church because we wanted to see the organ and how it was played and stuff.
Did you play it?
No.
To be fair, the church was
But
only
we
like
only
5
listened to
minutes
it.
away.
Yeah, no, we had a close one, but we would only do like choir.
My
trips
first
there.
primary school, we had a church nearby.
I
but
had
we
a
never
church
went
by
to
the
it.
primary.
We never went to it.
Nice.
But
That was where we did our school plays. And
Oh,
stuff.
really?
Yeah. and we
Were
did
you
it in
ever
the
like
church.
a main role
Yeah,
in your school?
were you ever a
plays?
big
I
character?
was,
No.
But I was playing a dad.
Yeah.
You
at
were a
one point.
dad?
Yeah, I was playing a dad and my yeah. I was a
Nice,
dad.
James.
Yeah, I was a dad. My friend was my son.
That's
Feel bad for
so
that
Quote of the day.
friend.
Quote of the day. Quote of the day.
My friend was my son. Yeah, it was. I remembered all my lines. I think.
Well done.
Yeah, and then then I was in another play where it was like 4 people playing a card game and one of us was cheating. I think I was the cheater.
Yeah, of course you were.
Yeah,
I think so.
classic.
Makes
But yeah.
sense.
Were you ever a main role?
No, I was
Me
that kid
neither.
that didn't want to be anything. in
I was
it.
just in the.
I
back.
didn't want to be anything, but they forced me.
I was that kid that just shut up and hoped that no one would look at
I
me.
would mime lip sync it type stuff, you know.
Oh, that's
Are we
fine.
still watching Karate Kid later?
I think so.
Okay. good.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah.
I was thinking of watching it, but I never watched the originals.
Oh, watch the originals first. It makes
I only
you enjoy
seen
it.
the
Because actually,
Jackie
it
Chan
actually
one.
seems linked to.
It's got
Yeah.
it's got the Jackie Chan in it, and it's got the actual original
I've
Karate
seen
Kid
the
in it.
trailers.
It's got both.
Both of them in it. It's gonna be
Both are
good.
really good anyway. Like
I've not seen the Jackie Chan one, to be fair,
what?
but I've seen the original
Theirs really
trilogy.
good.
and
I've
most
seen
of
all
them.
of them and Cobra Kai.
Have you seen the next Karate Kid with the woman in it?
Oh no, other than that one.
He hasn't seen them all. He's a liar.
Okay, I didn't even know
It's
that
because he ate
existed.
women.
Yeah, get out.
Yeah. Okay, that's just really mean. Bill.
We here in Top Fellas support women.
We
So-
do.
Yeah, and I'm in top fellas.
3/4
Maybe
of the
not.
top fellas.
we
support
just
women.
we just discovered that.
Everyone
we hate
other than
women.
Fred supports women. I think. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair. He's not here to defend himself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, let's
Oh,
accuse him of a
let's have
bunch of shit.
Let's have a go at Fred, not me. Leave me alone. Why does it keep going so whenever I say anything?
We're all
I
just
don't know.
interested in your stories.
Yeah.
This isn't a story. it's
Tell
just
us a story.
sentence. No.
about
tell
you
me a
hating
story.
women.
Yeah. When was the last time you spoke to a woman?
Well, I don't know. Maddie is here. No,
Yeah.
Does she not count?
She counts. That was a
Okay,
good
there you go.
answer.
So like
Radical.
2 seconds ago.
That was a good answer.
Yeah.
James, when was the last time you spoke to a woman?
Same time as
Other
you.
than Mandy. That long ago.
Wow.
Surely-
We had a function yesterday.
Yeah, I was-
Surely
I
yesterday.
was down yesterday. I was talking to people at the picnic. It was fun.
Damn, you can talk to women.
No, but
What
No,
is this?
neither.
What has this turned into? Fred, you better show up anytime soon. We're running out.
I mean, it's been 20 minutes.
This is what happens when you don't have a top 10.
I think this is probably the worst episode on the Top Fellas channel that we have.
No, the worst episode is when you guys called your parents, and like for a good 40 minutes, it was that.
Yeah, no, I just sat in silence. the
So,
whole
and
time.
I feel so bad for Jack O'Connor.
Me and Jack were just sat there looking at one another, not knowing what to react.
And I was looking at it. I was still confused about Fred saying that he pisses on sink. I'm like, I have to live with this guy next year.
We were doing an episode called Top 10 Things that we quite like that nobody else likes. And Fred goes,
The
number
first thing-
7, pissing
yeah.
in the sink.
Was it actually number 7?
No, it was like number 8.
And then we were like,
early
what do you mean
ones.
by that? He said sometimes in the toilet. When he needs to go to the toilet, he'll look at the sink and then treat himself.
Yeah, as if he said he'd treat himself as well.
Yeah. That's
That's abysmal.
only Fred. Only Fred.
You've washed your hands in his sink, I can't lie.
I've washed the sink itself.
Oh.
I'm the guy who
Well,
washes
you'd
the
have to after
bathroom.
that.
You guys ever
Yeah.
pissed in the sink?
No.
No.
Even at my worst
I
times.
don't think I could if I tried. That would be a whole
quite-
gymnastics
Quite
routine.
difficult to angle.
Trick
isn't it?
shot.
Yeah.
Let's do like a handstand.
Yeah, you have to
Like-
do a handstand and just lean. I'd rather piss out the window than piss in a sink.
Same, actually. That's fair.
Yeah. Fair.
That's fair.
Fair.
Wait, have you seen that video where it's that kid saying, "Why is it raining?" and the kid up the thing says, "I pee in my pants."
I have not seen
Oh,
the video
that's-
of the small child peeing.
Oh, we didn't see
Top
his.
10 quotes. What the fuck is going on?
Back to a regular conversation. What's shows? Anyone?
Oh yeah, shows.
Andor.
Haven't seen Andor.
Watch
Any of
it.
them.
Watch it now.
I don't have Disney Plus anymore.
Well, pirate it.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm watching Abbott Elementary right now.
I love Abbott Elementary.
I'm on like season. I just think I just finished season 1.
Oh, it's so good.
I want to
It's so
watch it. It looks
funny.
really funny.
It's really
so
cute.
funny.
I'm using James's Disney Plus. Thank you, James.
You're welcome.
Thank you
Yeah.
for the kind donation.
Is it funny?
It's
Yeah,
really funny.
It's so good. I really like the vibes. Like obviously
It's a-
I do a lot of
such a fun-
childcare jobs and stuff, so it's like really relatable as well. And kids are just funny, and it portrays like working with kids really accurately.
It's like a primary school, don't it?
yeah,
primary school, and it's just the characters are so funny.
they're good.
I
I think
yeah,
I've seen clips from that.
Yeah.
yeah. I
and
saw some clips that made me want to
The
watch
characters are just. It's like The Office, but out of school,
I
but
see.
even better.
Better than the
Better.
Office.
Wow.
Well, so far.
Right,
So far, I haven't seen the
The
latest
Office is really
seasons.
good though.
Prime
It's-
Office
it's
is brilliant.
been a while
The
I've wa- it's
prime
been-
era of the Office.
Yeah, like season 3 and 4 Office.
It's
were
been a while I've
banging.
seen The Office though. It was like a long time ago.
I like the
James?
UK one.
A show.
I've been watching, or it's a really small show, like to the extent where it's basically a long movie. But I've been cracking through with season 1 of The Rehearsal. Because
Oh, I've heard that. I've seen the first episode.
it's like
I love Nathan.
the first episode kind of just sets the tone,
Yeah.
and then the rest of the show is really interesting because it goes in
Yeah.
a direction you don't think it's
Yeah.
gonna go, and it's very introspective for the Nathan Fielder,
Mm.
and then it's introspective in the concepts of the show
Okay.
itself, and I'm watching it because I know season 2's gone pretty viral because it's just mad.
Mm.
But I really it's really good. I'm really enjoying it so far, and I'm gonna finish it later today because I've only got like 2 episodes left.
Yeah.
Nice. What about you,
Nice.
Virgo?
I've been sucking at watching TV shows, but I'm watching this anime called Gurren Lagann. It's like a
Cool. What now?
Gurren Lagann. It's a weird name. It's a mecha show. It has a cool concept where it's humans have basically resorted into living in the underground, and they don't know anything about the surface. And then the main characters manage to break up to the surface and then get crazy
Interesting.
robot mechas, and they're adventuring in the surface. But I'm just started it. I just watch YouTube most days.
Fair. No, yeah, I'm
YouTube-
kind of with you on that one.
YouTube's my thing. I don't know. I haven't, and also I don't have the habit of sitting down and watching TV shows anymore.
I just think for me, TV shows are a bit long for me. Like I
Yeah.
like a movie, a short, condensed 2 hours story, start, middle, end. in a TV show, it's just really hard for me to get invested in what is ultimately like a 24-hour movie.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's why I
but
haven't seen Andor
also
yet.
YouTube is so good of just having it in the background while
Mm.
you're doing stuff.
Yeah,
Same.
It depends what type of show you're watching. Because if
Yeah.
you're watching like
Like
a
anime, I could never put in the background
you're
because I couldn't
watching,
understand.
like a sitcom or something, you just put it in the
Sitcom,
background.
actually, sitcoms does. Yeah, that's the good thing about sitcoms. But I haven't found a sitcom that I really want to watch.
Same, actually. I really would like to get into like a
Have you
big,
seen
long
like
sitcom.
Friends, Modern Family?
I've seen
How I Met
I've
Your
seen the
Mother?
classic ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've seen all the classic ones.
Never mind.
I've never dare touch Friends again.
Yeah, don't.
Right?
If you
Did you
didn't
not like
enjoy
it?
it, then don't bother.
It's all right. It's just my sister kept on playing that in our house.
Oh, you
So
just got so used to it.
Yeah, it was to the point that just by the first like 2 minutes of the show, I knew what episode it was and all the
Yeah.
things that happened on
Have
it.
you seen like the old British sitcoms, like Faulty Towers,
No,
Some of those are really
Fools and
funny.
Horses?
I haven't watched many UK shows.
You seen like Blackadder?
No.
You'd
Oh,
like it.
You,
You'd
you
love.
would love
You'd
Blackadder.
love Blackadder.
Blackadder's hilarious.
Mm.
It's the Rowan Atkinson,
Do you know that?
Who?
There's
Mr. Bean.
Oh,
Johnny
I love
English,
Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a show where it's like,
Why is it called Mr. Bean?
why is he called
There's
Mr.
no
Bean?
beans in the show.
I don't know. It was just his name.
I know that his first name is actually Mister. Like on his passport, it says first name Mister.
Love
But
that.
where
His
did the bean
parents were
come
just
from?
a bit mean, I think.
And I know, you know
Yeah.
the intro where he like falls down to the ground. It's like, oh, that
Yeah.
one. Apparently, it's like Latin, and it translates to "Here is the man that they call Bean."
Damn.
Fire.
Damn.
You don't like Mr. Bean, though.
It's
not all that funny.
Yes, it
No.
is.
No,
Thank
there's
you,
funny. There's
Billy.
funnier stuff. I get
Mr.
why
Bean
people
was
wouldn't like
it's
it.
funny when you're a kid, but
Yeah.
no,
I love it.
well, it's been a long time I've seen it.
I
Johnny
think it's
English
still really
is just
funny.
better.
No,
from
Johnny
him.
English is so unfunny.
Okay, wow.
I remember watching that in like English class once, and everybody was cracking up, and I'm like, it's not funny.
It is funny.
You're wasting my time. I want to watch a better movie.
Wow, Johnny English is goated.
No,
Which one did you watch? Because there's like 3 of them.
I think
isn't
it's the second one.
The first one's the best one. I can't remember the second one, so
there? I like
can't
Austin
be that
Powers.
good.
Austin Powers. is
Austin
funny.
Powers. Oh,
Have you seen
banger.
Austin Powers? Oh, that's
No.
funny.
I haven't seen Austin Powers, but
You've
I
not-
know, I've seen clips of it.
It's really good.
So
I
funny.
would like it.
Austin Powers is go ahead.
What was like the stuff that like when it was like treat day in primary or secondary school, like what would be put on? Like my
Oh.
PRE teacher
I've seen the.
would be such a goat and put on like old episodes of Total Wipeout.
Oh,
We would like
Oh,
eat up those lessons. Like
Well-
if we got done early, he'd be like, "Let's watch Total
that's
Wipeout." Gang.
great.
by the
GCSE,
by the end of
lucky.
semesters, we would watch movies. Like for Japanese classes, we would always watch a Ghibli film,
Oh,
so lucky.
that's
like Spirited
nice.
Away or Totoro or anything.
I think I've seen the first half of Shrek and the Hunger Games more than any piece of media.
Yeah.
Because every class they say, I'll tell you what, let's put on Shrek. So they put on the
Yeah, I
first
think I've
hour of Shrek. And then they go, all right, we're sorry we can't finish it, but hopefully you enjoyed that. Then we go over to the next class, and
Yeah.
then the next class will go, all right, we're going to treat. Let's put on the first hour of Shrek. And we'd be all like, mate, we've already watched it.
Yeah.
Sorry, but it was the only one we got, so we'd have to watch Shrek, first hour of Shrek again.
Why don't you just watch the second half?
Because the teachers wouldn't do it. And
Oh,
then
us,
they'd always
they
do
would
the same
over several classes.
with
watch
Hunger
things.
Games as well. So I've seen the first half of Shrek and the first half of Hunger Games. But one we really enjoyed, this was my history teacher. My history, Mr. Brown, was actually the GOAT.
Oh, I had a goat called Mr. Brown.
Mr.
I had
Brown.
Mr. Bond.
Oh.
You did have
That's
Mr.
fire.
Bond.
I'm just
That
about
was
to tell
my
a story
last
about James
English.
Bond as well, but
My-
James finished.
Was his first name James?
I
No, Mark.
Mark Bond. And Mr. Brown, at the end of he'd always put on those marble racing videos. And he'd always make
Oh,
each person in the class
Oh, that's cool.
Bet-
That's fun.
bet
my
on
God,
a
that's
marble.
So fun.
or not bet, but like say, all right, which marble are you gonna root for?
That's like
So we all had like a team marble, and everyone would be like cheering and just get fucking like pumped when the marbles were like winning and stuff,
Did
and
you-
everyone
Yeah.
had to.
did you guys
had to
used
do
to
that.
do cahoots?
Yes!
Cahoots are so
Did you ever
fun.
do those like stupid funny names? Like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
with Mark
Mike
with
Cock or
Mark
things
Bond,
like
who would
that.
do a lot of cahoots. We would literally try to sneak in the craziest names, but he would always catch us.
What were you
We
gonna say about
had-
James Bond?
Oh yeah, so for media studies GCSE, one of our set texts was the poster for Spectre when it came out, And so we
Good
had to do
movie.
loads of
Haven't
analysis
seen
on
it, no.
this. And then my media teacher was like, to make sure you can analyze it at its fullest, we need to spend 3 of the next lessons splitting up Spectre into 3 parts. And watch
Oh,
fire. Just
That's
going into
good.
school
Yeah.
knowing that I just have to watch and it wasn't like your Shrek and Hunger Games story. Like they made us watch all of it.
Yeah,
Like
for,
we had that shit done.
7th grade, our English classes was us analyzing films.
Yeah.
So we kept on watching like Marvel films. And like Big Fish wasn't.
Oh, Big Fish.
We
Big
were
Fish is a
watching Tim
banger.
Burton movies at one point, like Big Fish, Edward Scissorhands. We watched Ant-Man and stuff, and then sometimes at the end of the class, he's like, "The new trailer for Infinity War just dropped. Let's watch it.
Oh
and
my
analyze
God.
it." And yeah, he was such a go-to teacher.
I don't know if it happened for you guys, but did it ever backfire where they treat you and they say we're going to watch something today, but backfire completely and you just had to sit through the most boring thing ever? Because
Yes.
that's happened with me. It was in drama. It was the last 3 lessons. Our drama teacher put on a 3-hour play split over the course of these 3 hours. Fucking hell!
Oh,
it was the
yeah.
most boring
There
thing.
was always drama as well.
I wanted to die. It was
In our
awful.
philosophy class, they were playing some documentary about monkeys and like
That's
old
interesting.
stuff. No, I fell asleep.
Oh.
I fell asleep during it.
What about you, Billy?
It was not fun.
I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure I watched like Ant-Man or something in my
Yeah, we
media-
watched
That's
it.
good.
We
That's
also
a
I
good
watched
movie.
media class, and
a
that
good
was that was a
movie.
high point. But then I was having a really boring one, like watching one of the Shakespeare ones. that-
Oh no, I
don't-
loved watching the
no,
Shakespeare
it
I,
plays.
depends.
I
on
agree
it.
with Vilgot.
It
Much Ado About Nothing, the movie, so
It,
good.
de-
No,
it
I-
depends. Some
so
of the plays
fire.
are really dull and some of them are really
Yeah,
interesting.
well,
Mm.
The
we-
Inspector Calls movie, also so good.
Yeah, we
That
watched
was a
that.
great English
We
lesson.
watched
The Romeo and Juliet Leonardo DiCaprio
Yeah.
movie
Haven't seen
is
it.
Oh, we haven't seen
fire.
It's good,
haven't
but it's
seen
not
That
like
movie's
amazing.
fire.
It's still kind of dull in places.
No, that movie's insane. That
It's
movie's
also just
amazing.
weird a lot of the time.
Yeah, but it's great, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
We watched Midsummer Night's Dream.
That was the one I
Tempest.
hated. Midsummer Night's Dream I
The plays.
hated.
I love Midsummer Night's
Nah,
Dream.
fuck it. I've seen it too
It's
many
so fun.
times.
Well, I saw it. That was like the first time I ever saw it.
Oh, what's the other one? Blah, 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 blah. I always forget it.
We did Dracula in sixth form, so we had to watch Dracula.
we
That
did
was
watch
cool.
Macbeth, the
Macbeth,
movie
that's
one.
it. That one was dull as
We
well.
did watch Macbeth, the movie once. And
Macbeth
that was
isn't
boring.
dull. Macbeth
Nah,
is
fuck
interesting.
Macbeth.
No, actually, one of my English teachers introduced us Macbeth in the most interesting way.
What did he say?
We read it Macbeth in a manga form.
Oh, that's
Oh,
It wasn't that cool actually.
cool. Oh,
It
that's
was,
not that cool.
to be fair, in English, what I had is we all had the text, obviously, but then I had like a graphic novel, which was just the story of Dracula told in like a graphic novel form with the quotes and with all of the story intact. So I'd always have the book, and then if I ever got confused, which would happen regularly, and when we had to answer questions about each chapter, I'd just read my graphic novel, and everyone went on the table, and everyone around the class got pretty jealous of our table because
I'm
we
not
just had this
surprised.
we just had this comic book which was just a cheat code, and I was allowed to use it because it's not cheating, it's alternate sources,
Yeah.
and we would just like read that and just breeze through everything. It was great.
I remember one secondary assignment thing we had to do was I had to do a presentation on our favorite item, and I went up there and did a presentation on Flashpoint, the comic book.
Oh, sick! I need to read it.
Banger.
Where is
Banger.
Fred? I'm gonna be real
I've
here. Sorry
asked him
to
and he didn't
Be
Nah,
real,
fucking
be real, guys.
respond.
Be real.
Oh,
Bitch did not respond, and that was I don't.
shall we just? Cut
Should we
this,
just start?
cut
Because we're
this
half an
and
hour.
cut this and start the.
I think
actual
we're gonna
episode.
need to
Right.
start.
Bye bye.
See ya.
See ya.